All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Great New York State Fair. More importantly, welcome to the State Police exhibit. Now, who here is excited to see the best underwater show at the fair? All right, and we are excited to bring it to you. But first, let me introduce you to the rest of my crew. First, coming up behind the tank is my training coordinator out of Albany, Deck Sergeant Josh Cross. All right, next is the Troop E Senior Diver Tech Sergeant Don Will, better known as the Seneca Lake Sea Cow. Interesting fact about Donnie is he has not one, but two sets of twins at home. Yeah. All right, lastly is your very own, the Troop D Senior Diver Tech Sergeant Greg Eberl. Greg is a 33-year veteran of the State Police. If you look up here, he used to have hair. All right, let me introduce you to the host of your show, the Troop C Senior Diver Tech Sergeant Seth Little.
All right, hello New York! How we doing today?
Great.
And let me introduce you to the boss, Chief Technical Sergeant Neil Case. Isn't he cute?
Oh, look at that baby.
Hey, boss, I heard you say that this was the best show at the New York State Fair. Is that true?
I mean, that's the word on the street.
All right. Well, who might we have heard that from? Let's see what the canine people say.
The canine demo was voted the best show at the fair. But if they took that survey again, I'm afraid to say that the underwater recovery team would definitely win.
Oh, you don't have to be afraid to say that. Of course we win. Come on!
Hey, was that Kevin Connors?
Well, it was on video, I think, wasn't it?
I mean, he didn't. There's no way he said that. You know, enough talking. Let's show these guys what we've got.
All right. Listen, I'm going to give you a brief history lesson, but before I do, kids, it's a nice warm day. Why don't you come over here and sit in front of the tank? Get a worm's eye view. Come on over, kids.
Come on
We
over.
are
Have a seat.
accommodating.
Come on over. Have a seat.
That's right. It's a beautiful day, and number one rule is you do not cry if you get wet. All right, no crying.
Got a great
Never
crowd.
said that.
Got a great crowd here today.
Oh, yeah. Yep. It's going to be a good show. I'm going to give you a brief history lesson while they are getting ready. In 1932, that's when we logged our first dive. That makes us the oldest, and we are also one of the largest public safety dive teams in the whole of the United States, New York. Now, in 1932, we had hard helmet, we had canvas suit, lead belt, lead shoes. All together, the weight was well over 100 pounds. But troopers did then what troopers continue to do. They're given equipment, they take that equipment, they use that equipment, and they get the job done. Now, in 1943, there was a smart fellow by the name of Jacques Cousteau. Jacques Cousteau invented the aqua lung. It's what we commonly refer to as SCUBA. SCUBA is an acronym. It stands for Self-Contained Underwater Breathing Apparatus. They took the hundreds of pounds of equipment, condensed it down to about 40, 60 pounds, made divers a lot more maneuverable in the water. Well, troopers thought, more maneuverable, sounds good to me. So at the speed of government, in 1957, we decided to send representatives down to the Navy Dive School. They went through the Navy Dive School, they graduated, they brought their lessons back. All right, and when they brought their lessons back, we started our own novice dive school in Albany, right, boss?
We did. It's a 10-week-long novice dive school where we bring our brand new baby divers from non-diver all the way up through advanced open water scuba, diving in depths of 132 feet, testing their mental and physical fortitude. And only 1/3 of those who think they're good enough to make our team actually graduate.
It sounds tough. And you know what? Those guys up there were part of the 1/3. Let's give them a hand.
Hey, Seth.
Yeah.
Beautiful day here at the fair.
Gorgeous.
All right, it's nice and hot.
Yes.
This guy's up there in their black suits. What do you say we get them in the water?
All right, we can do that. But before we get them in the water, fellas, all that equipment that you just carefully put on, I want you to take that equipment off, and I want you to put your equipment in the water first. Yes. Nope. You guys want to see the awesome dive show or just a regular dive show? Awesome, right? Yeah.
Gear in the tank, guys.
Get your gear in the tank.
Now, Seth, why would we do this? Why would we take our gear off in the water?
We would take our gear off because let's say we get stuck on something while we're underwater. Our gear gets hitched to something. We need to be able to take that off and put it back on without panic. So all divers learn how to ditch and don their gear underwater before they graduate. Oh, without saying that this is a race, we're going to see who can get their gear on first. All right? Oh, I just said it was a race, didn't I? All right, so by the sound of your applause, I want to know who you think is going to win. We have the hero of Troop 8, Josh Cross. All right.
Not bad.
Not bad. And listen, you don't get to see him in his natural environment very often. We have the elusive, the exclusive, Seneca Lake Sea Cow, Don Will.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He's a crowd favorite. Hey, fellas, put your masks in the water. I see you got those on your face. Come on. All your equipment. Okay, no, not your wetsuit.
Oh, keep that on.
Nobody wants to see that.
PG.
That's right. Okay? Now we're going to give them a countdown. When I say go, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, dive. Are you ready to see divers in the water? Woo! Yeah. Are you ready to see divers in the water? Yeah. All right. It's one. Oh, go! 3.
Wait, stop.
No, they weren't ready to see divers in the water.
No. We can do better. There's a couple hundred people out here today. Let's show these guys who got them in the water.
Ready? Go! 3, 2, 1, dive! And there they go. They're going to go down to their gear. They're going to be racing to put it on, but the first thing that you'll notice is they put the air in their mouth. As long as they got air in their mouth, everything else is good. They can slowly put everything else on. Now, right now, they're probably trying to do it in a little bit of a hurry in order to see who will win this contest. That air, that line, that second stage is connected to a tank. That tank holds 3,000 PSI, which is about a closet full of air, all right? So you take that closet full of air, condense it down into a tank, and there's high pressure behind it. Did somebody win? Sorry, guys. Who won? The Sea Cow won?
Sea Cow.
Well, you know what? You're both winners. You both graduated. Everybody gets a trophy nowadays, right? Some garbage like that. I don't know. All right. So, that tank, like I said, holds a closet full of air, so there's a lot of pressure behind it. They just can't put their mouth on top of that tank and breathe. It would blow their lungs out. They need a regulator, okay? So you put a regulator on top of the yoke that's on the tank. That regulator reduces the air pressure down to about 145. Now it reduces it down to about 145 PSI and sends it down the line to their second stage, which goes in their mouth, and they're able to breathe air on demand at ambient pressure. That tank is also attached to a BCD. Those are the black flaps that you see behind them. That BCD will fill up with air if they add air, or it will release air when they release the air. BCD stands for Buoyancy Control Device. Buoyancy makes you go vertical, either up or down. Right now, they're going to show you neutral, static. That's what you want to be. You want to be like an astronaut, out in space, and it allows their fins to work really, really well. Now, I had them throw their masks in the water. How did they get the water out of their masks when they got to them? Well, if you look up there on the screen, you'll see the hero of Troop H right there. He's going to demonstrate. They're also demonstrating in the tank. All you do is you just reseat the mask, you add a little pressure onto the top of the mask, and then you blow air out of your nose, okay? Receive the air from the tank, blow it out your nose, and then they're good to go. Now, we dive to depths of 132 feet. All right, that's not just a short distance, that's pretty tall. Big bad short guys, they jump off the tower up here, that's 60 feet tall, okay? Add another tower on top of that, add 12 more feet, that's 132 feet. Those are the depths that we go. It's scary, it's dark, but we go there because somebody's got it, and these guys did. And so we're gonna show you if something were to happen down at those depths to, let's say, our air source. And so Josh Cross is going to give his buddy Don Will, he's going to give him a signal saying, hey, I'm out of air. And so Josh Cross is using the most useful tool that he has, his dive buddy. His dive buddy comes over, gives him his air, puts on his safety second. Yep, they love each other, and then they go up nice and slow. The reason they go up nice and slow is because that tank is full of air, right? It's not oxygen. A lot of people are like, oh, it's an oxygen tank. Nope, it's air, which is mostly nitrogen. Nitrogen is what will actually give you the bends when you come up too quickly, all right, from depths. So they want to go up nice and slow, and they go about their merry way. Now, we are a search and recovery team. There are many other things that we do, but search and recovery, it is our bread and butter. Why? Because every scene that you come to as a police officer, if you're above water, it's a crime scene. Well, if you're below water, it's the same thing. Okay? And so when we come up to a water situation, we'll go under the water, we'll take copious notes, we'll take videos if we can see. If you can't see, though, you need to know how to be able to move under the water, and that's why our symbol is the octopus. The octopus is our symbol, boss, right? Yes, it is. And there it is right there. So our symbol, the octopus. If you've ever seen an octopus move over the floor of the ocean, it touches everything as it goes. And so we as divers, okay? What do we have as far as to be able to help us in an environment where we can't see? Well, our go-to is a line search. Every once in a while, we not only get to recover people, but we get to rescue people. And so we're going to demonstrate over here how we would rescue somebody with a line search in a certain situation. I'm going to need a volunteer over here. Who wants to volunteer? Over here. Who wants to volunteer? Red shirt, right there. Come on up. I saw your hand first. I know, you're all, the divers are just distracting you. I understand. You have an adult around here somewhere? Where are they? One of them, come on over. Come on over. He chooses Dad. All right. Oh, wow. I won't say that. All right. What's your name? Evan. All right, Evan, stand right here. All right. And your name, sir? Steve, nice to meet you. All right, we're going to have you stand right here, Steve. All right, so we have Scuba Steve right here. All right, Scuba Steve was diving on a dock or at a boat launch or something like that, but he went in by himself, and he hasn't been reported seen in a while. And so we get a call, all right, and we come on over, Evan and I. We're the only two on scene right now. What do we have? We have each other, and we have a line. And so with this line, I'm going to be under the water. You're going to be my land-based expert, all right? You good with that? Yes, you are. All right. So how do we communicate, Evan? We talk on the line, not like this. Can you hear me? We give tugs, that's right, okay? We don't have cups on either side. So this is how we communicate. And I'm going to do what we call a pendulum search, like a clock pendulum, if anybody knows what those are anymore. All right? So he's going to give me a couple tugs, lets me know I'm ready to go. Go ahead. I give him a couple tugs back, and here I go. I'm searching for Scuba Steve. He went without the dive buddy. That was a big mistake. All right, here I am right here. He gives me a couple tugs. I give him a couple tugs back. He releases some line. I go out a little bit farther, and I come back just like the pendulum, and sure enough, I find Scuba Steve, and we save Scuba Steve's life. Give Evan a hand. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Evan. Good job.
Now, Seth, what would we use if we were looking for something smaller? Maybe like a bullet casing or a gun?
If we were looking for some sort of smaller piece of evidence, we would still use a line search if we couldn't see. But it would be a jackstay line search. And what that means is there is a line that is connected on either side to two heavy weights. Okay? So what you would do is you would stretch those weights out. Right? Shortest distance between any 2 points is a straight line. And when you stretch the line out, the diver would grab a hold with one hand on the line, and he would go down the line using the weight to keep him in place. He would come to the one end of the line, move the weight over, and then he would go back, just like that up there, back and forth, making sure they see everything. So we're going to have Josh Cross demonstrate that in there. Novice divers in the novice school, they're not allowed to use their sight. They got to use their sense of touch to be able to touch through their gloves, things of that nature, and be able to recognize things. Hey, Greg. Do we have any evidence up there? I think we do. Oh, yep, right there. Okay, here it goes. Greg's been doing this for 33 years. He's a little casual. All right. Here we go. Josh Cross is starting his search. He's going down the line. He's got one hand on the line, and he's touching everything as he goes, just like the octopus. Gets to the one side. He moves the weight over. Turns around. This is our bread and butter. If it's in there, boss,
We're gonna find
they're
it.
gonna find it. And he's looking every crack, every crevice, and there he is. Let's give Josh Cross a hand. All right. Good job, Josh. Now, people are our greatest tool, right? But what are some of the other tools that we might have in our bag? Is we have technology. And lately we've been getting some use out of metal detectors. And so I'm going to need a volunteer from the audience again over here. Volunteer. Okay, right here, picture. Come on. All right. Buffalo Bills, huh? Go sit down. I just joking. So what's your name? Annabelle. All right. Let's see. I'm going to turn this on. I think. No, boss? I'm going to turn it on. I know how to use this. I'm a professional.
I'm the boss.
Okay, all right. So what's it detecting? It's actually detecting 31 years of marriage. I've been married for 31 years. 2 grandchildren, 7 children. Come on. That's an exciting thing, just so you know. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to put on this glove right here, other hand. Because you're going to be putting your hand in that water. You want to just put your regular hand in that water? It's pretty yucky, isn't it? All right, so here's your metal detector. So just go back and forth over there. Put it down there. Oh, there's something there, so put your hand in the water. This is what we would do. If it was in some silt or something like that, we would look around. I know there's something in there, Annabelle. Gotta get your hand in there. Get it in there. What is in there? You're gonna make me put my hands in there, aren't you? Oh, wait, no! Oh, thank you. Woo! All right, here we go. What is that? She doesn't. It's a U-bolt, okay? But what this is like construction equipment. A lot of times there's rebar, there's other things, grocery carts in the water that we always might get stuck on. That's why you gotta know how to take your gear on and off. All right, we're looking for something in particular. Somebody stole something. They went into a lockbox, okay? So let's go up here. Oh, I hear something up there. Go ahead, take a look. Oh, she found a lock, all right, that was used to lock up the valuables. Now, what would we do with this, Annabelle? Here, I'll take it. What we would do with this is we would give this to the forensic identification unit, and we would do that because fingerprints can last on objects up to 70 days after they've gone into the water. All right, a lot of people don't know that, but it helps solve the crime. Let's give her a hand. Good job. That is nasty water. All right. So, we also have other technology. Some of the other technology that we have is we have a robot. Why would we use a robot? Well, let's say that we're diving under the ice. We do that a lot. All right, but there might have been a four-wheeler or a snowmobile that went under the ice. Hopefully nobody was attached to it. So if nobody was attached to it, it's not an emergency. Let's send a robot on. They don't have feelings. They don't get cold. And we have a expert robot driver right there in the boss. All right, boss, what are we looking at here? He's looking at some of the kids. Kids, wave to the camera as it goes by. All right, but what we're looking for is we're looking for a vehicle that went into the water. Let's see if we can find that vehicle. He's backing up into it. There it is, right there. All right, and so now we have found the vehicle. So, what is another useful tool in our tool bag? What is the most useful tool? Anybody? Anybody want to say what the most useful tool is? It's people. All right? People. Do we still like people? Let's hear it from people. Come on. All right. And so, we have the biggest tool bag right up there on the dive platform. It's getting ready to go in. Greg? Are you ready? Greg, I love you, man. You are the most impressive person I know. Takes it every day. There he goes. All right, he is on surface supply air system, and what that means is we can bring him air on demand constantly, okay? It's an unending source of air. All right, good job, Greg. Let's give him a hand. Good job. All right, hey, Greg. Greg, you need to get the four-wheeler out of the water. Do you want to see Greg get the four-wheeler out of the water? Because he said he's not going to do it for me. All right, so for the people, Greg. All right, Greg's going to take a couple selfies right up there. You're looking handsome, Greg. You're looking handsome. Now he moves that robot out of the way. Says, "Stupid robot, get out of my way." Ah, he's using science. How would we get a vehicle or something heavy out of the water? He would use a lift bag. We have various sizes, from 50 pounds all the way up to 5,000 pounds. And if you need more weight to lift, then you just add bags. But what do you need in order to fill up that airbag, that lift bag? Or to get away. And because of the surface supply air system, we can provide him air, and he's waiting for it, and he's filling up that bag, and as it expands with the air, he gets out of the way, because if something goes wrong, what goes up must come down. He goes and protects his beautiful head. Let's give it for Greg. Let's hear it for him. All right. Good job, Greg. We love you, buddy. We love you.
Oh yeah, you know, back in the day, Greg used to be able to do a backflip for us. Greg, you got a backflip in there?
His arm. He said his arm's hurting him.
His shoulder. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, you know, I thought it was mostly in the legs, but that's all right.
Yeah, that's all right. Listen, we come out here, we have a lot of fun, but in all reality, every single time these guys go underwater, they're putting their lives on the line. It doesn't matter if it's for training or for a true recovery mission. So if you could please all join me in thanking them for what they do every day. Thanks, guys.
All right. Little commercial break before you leave. If you want t-shirts like the boss and I have, over there at the Trooper Foundation, they're selling them at the Gray Shed. We appreciate you supporting them because they support us so much. Now, if you have any questions about scuba, we're going to be up here. If you want a picture with a diver, kids, have your parents come over, take your picture. K9 is going to be coming up fairly shortly. Other than that, have a great day at the New York State Fair.